Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you enjoyed today's video. And if you're back, of course, welcome back to you as well. Today is the very first official video in my comparison series between two rather large but also really beautiful diamond painting kits. You may or may not have heard me talk about this on this channel or over on my Instagram. You might have seen unboxings or kitting up videos for these kits, but this is the first video where I'm actually going to sit down with you and do an initial set of comparisons between the two. So we're gonna start all the way back as far as what to expect with the ordering process. So these two kits are both of the piece Spirit of Flight from the artist Josephine Wall. Her artwork was really, really beautiful and licensed to a few different diamond painting companies, including the two versions that I will be sharing with you today. One is from Diamond Art Club and the other is from Diamond Painting Deutschland. To be completely honest with you, the two companies' approaches and how the kits look could not be more opposite. But I thought it would be so interesting to compare the two and get a sense for what sort of style of rendering and colors do I prefer and what do you prefer. I hope that I can help answer that question for you so that you can decide, maybe be able to decide where you might want to get this kit from, or just what company you might want to gravitate towards in general, because I am hoping that these are both going to be pretty good representations of their respective companies' styles and approaches. So for Diamond Art Club, they ship out their kits in these boxes and in shipping boxes with the canvases all rolled up inside with the drills and a toolkit and whatnot. Diamond Painting Deutschland is pretty darn similar. They ship in these cardboard tubes with the drills and whatnot inside as well. Both companies, the kits come with toolkits and all the drills you're going to need. They both come with inventory sticker sheets that you can use for the kitting up process. Diamond Painting Deutschland does break down the inventory sheet into the actual number of drills you're going to need for each color. Both companies offer great customer service. They're very responsive. And when you're ordering from Diamond Art Club, whether you live in the United States or internationally, you're able to order from the website. Diamond Painting Deutschland is working on non-European customers or non-German customers being able to order directly through the website. But you know, up until really this point, you've had to email them and then they send you an invoice. Price point wise, the Diamond Art Club version of this kit retails at, I want to say, I will double check this and put this on the screen if I am telling you incorrectly. I believe that this one is retailing at $74.99 US dollars. The Diamond Painting Deutschland version, again, I will double check this. I want to say it's around 100 euros. If you purchase from Diamond Art Club and you spend more than $75 and live in the States, you'll get free shipping. Otherwise, you're going to pay shipping. Diamond Painting Deutschland's shipping is expensive. I want to say that it was around 30 euros. And it's kind of similar to like the shipping that DIY Moonshop offers, where it's DHL Express. I ordered this on a Monday and had it 4 days later on a Friday. Diamond Art Club, I had within a week. So to me, the shipping times are comparable, but I think you're going to pay a little bit more for Diamond Painting Deutschland's. However, one of the things that's really important that comes into play here is the number of colors. Let me show you. So for Diamond Art Club's Spirit of Flight, these are your colors. They all fit in one Elizabeth Ward tray, 66 colors. Okay, that's actually quite a lot for Diamond Art Club. It's on the higher side. Now, I was not able to actually fit all of the drills that came with this kit in here. Each of the colors fit, but I do have all of the extra separate bags of these drills because they do them like by weight and do pre-sealed bags. So those are all the drills for Diamond Art Club, and there are 66 colors again. Now for Diamond Painting Deutschland, we have, okay, here's one set of storage. Here is another bit of storage. I'll take a look. And here is another set of storage. And finally, the final set of storage. So we have Diamond Art Club, which is in, you know, this tray plus these extras. And there's Diamond Painting Deutschland, which one of the things that they're most well known for is their Josephine wall kits that are both very large and offer max colors. This kit in particular has 275 colors. You can see that there is a huge variety in terms of the symbols that they needed to use. Some of their symbols are quite similar to one another. You know, like if you look up here in these like pinks with the shapes and black lines, that's, you know what though, that's kind of what you have to do when you have to come up with 275 symbols. Again, for comparison's sake, it took me a good 8 hours to get up the Josephine wall kit, the Diamond Painting Deutschland kit. 275 colors is no joke. Trying to figure out how to organize it in such a way that I knew was going to be really efficient and work with the way that my mind works, so that when I'm searching for a symbol, it's grouped with other like symbols. And so I just needed it to flow with how my mind works. So that took a lot of time. There was a lot of like switching things around involved. It was kind of an involved process. It was fun in its way, but it was very involved. On the other hand, Diamond Art Club, I just kitted up before I filmed this video. It took me 40 minutes, and I just went color by color and put the bag in the smallest container that it would fit in, and thankfully all of the colors fit in one tray. So the kitting up time and just like sort of the mental load of kitting up is going to look vastly different between these two kits. It's just something to keep in mind. You know, if you go into the 275 color one, just knowing like, okay, this is going to be a process. It's not going to be as simple and easy as the Diamond Art Club one. But it's very rewarding in its own way. And if you love kitting up, then you're in really good shape. So I'm shifting these out of the way because I have a feeling you guys are dying to see these canvases compared. So without further ado, let's take a look at these. So first, okay, here's our canvas from Diamond Painting Deutschland. And yes, I did already start on it. To be honest with you, I couldn't resist starting on it. And I know it's going to take me a while, and so I got a head start before the Diamond Art Club version came in. That's okay. So much of it is not completed. We'll still get a really nice comparison. But in the meantime, you can, you know, admire the pretty rainbow of colors over here. So the Diamond Painting Deutschland one is 100 centimeters wide by 75 centimeters tall. It does measure true to size. And if you haven't been able to guess from the opaque, the solid cover that's on top, this is double-sided adhesive. It's a good quality double-sided adhesive. When I unboxed this, I was very careful and intentional about how I got into it. I gave the canvas a chance to just sort of relax on its own without me trying to force it. I pulled back the cover really slowly, and I haven't really run into any rivers or bubbles yet. I've also kept it stored flat because double-sided adhesive is more fickle than poured glue is. Speaking of poured glue, though, let me show you crash. This is the Diamond Art Club version. Obviously, you can get a much better sense for the image itself looking at it here. This is poured glue, which you can usually tell if a canvas has a clear cover like this does. Also, Diamond Art Club only offers poured glue. It is worth mentioning that Diamond Painting Deutschland does offer other licensed diamond painting kits, and if they're in the smaller sizes, they do offer some of those in poured glue. The reason that the Diamond Painting Deutschland canvas, all of their Josephine walls are on the double-sided adhesive is because they do all of those canvases in-house, and they don't do poured glue in-house. They do those canvases in-house because that way they're not risking the images being stolen by sending it to a separate manufacturer out of the country. I learned that recently and thought that was actually really interesting. Okay, back to the other comparisons. So of course, both of these are licensed, as I said. Here's the interesting thing. The dimensions on these pieces are slightly different. I mentioned that the Diamond Painting Deutschland one on the bottom is 100 centimeters wide by 75 centimeters tall. On the other hand, the Diamond Art Club kit is 106 centimeters wide by 70 centimeters tall. So we've lost a little bit in the height, gained a little bit in the width. I really want to go back and look at the original artwork and see, you know, where these companies may have cropped a little bit off, and or if they even, if one of the companies slightly distorted the image to fit the dimensions. I'm going to look into that, and I'll update you in a future video about that for sure, because I'm very, very curious. The Diamond Art Club canvas is just their style of printing. You know, there's not like a visible grid on it. It already looks very much like I feel like the piece is going to look once the drills are on. Now, here's the part I'm really anxious to see myself and both to share with you all, and that's that I want to pull back the cover on some of this Diamond Painting Deutschland version, and I want to do a little side-by-side comparison of that here. Now, I'm pulling this back a little bit faster than I did in the unboxing because it, once you pull back the double-sided adhesive for the first time, it then is just more forgiving to pull back the second. So, look at these colors. Oh my goodness. So you can see on the Diamond Painting Deutschland version that there is a bit of a grid, like a visible grid. You're not going to notice it though once the drills are down because it is a square drill canvas. Both of these are square drill canvases. That's not shocking to me given that Josephine wall kits are highly, highly detailed, and you really need the details that squares can give you. So let's compare her face, shall we? Okay. Little unwieldy, want to make sure I don't set it right in the double-sided adhesive, you know. Okay. Let me shift this just a little bit, and we can do a side-by-side right here. All right, so just from looking at this, you can see some of the really distinct differences in the rendering styles. You can tell that, for example, in Diamond Art Club's version, her face has some color blocking in it, is largely much the same color-wise, whereas Diamond Painting Deutschland has a lot more in the way of confetti even in her face. By taking a look at this here, you can probably tell that just in general, there's going to be a lot more color involved with the Diamond Painting Deutschland version than with the Diamond Art Club version. Both of these pieces to me still look very much like Spirit of Flight, but my goodness, the finished effect is going to be very different, I think, and very striking. As far as symbol clarity goes, I will say that these are relatively similar in terms of having good symbol clarity. Diamond Art Club, you can't really beat. They typically have really crystal clear symbols that you can see from outer space. And Diamond Painting Deutschland, though, I have to say, they have significantly improved their printing, because when I worked on my first kit from them, which was Magical Merry-Go-Round, also a large Josephine wall kit with lots of color. When I had worked on that kit, the symbols on the canvas, many of them were very difficult to read, weren't terribly clear, were slightly blurry or faded. So I really, really appreciate that Diamond Painting Deutschland listened to customer feedback and improved their symbol clarity and their printing process. I love that. So this has already been much easier to work on than Magical Merry-Go-Round was. I will say that certainly after having worked on this, even with the like glorious color blocking that has happened in little bits and pieces here, this still took me quite a long time, and just proportionally speaking, I know this canvas is going to take me much longer to finish than the Diamond Art Club version. But I really love seeing these canvases side by side like this. To me, the shape of her face does look slightly different. To me, just looking at the rendering on the canvas, the Diamond Painting Deutschland one looks a little bit softer and a little bit more blurred, maybe a little bit closer to Josephine Wall's original artwork, but it's hard to tell how that's going to translate until the drills are actually down on the canvas. On the Diamond Art Club version, it just feels really clean and crisp, which is not a bad thing. It means you're absolutely going to be able to see the details of like the shape of her ear and things like that, and really distinct lips and eyelashes, so I am just ridiculously intrigued and curious to see how this is all going to turn out. I did also want to show you just really briefly, we can take a look at the Diamond Art Club, the unfinished canvas next to the part that I have finished, and I feel like you can already see how this rendering is going to differ slightly. Like, for example, these birds don't have distinct, like, drills for their eyes, but, like, you can tell that these do. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm excited. I know I say that a lot about this project, but truly, I am so intrigued to see how this is going to come out and come together. So here's what my approach is. My approach is that I'm going to complete one column at a time and then do a comparison. So I'm going to finish this last section of this column on here and complete the first column on here, and then we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, and so on and so forth. I'm going to split them into the same number of columns. So I've already measured out, and it's going to be 8 columns wide and 6 sections tall. So I can keep it proportional to one another as opposed to measuring out like centimeters and stuff, because I really wanted to take into account the fact that these canvases are 2 different sizes, and I still want the process to make sense. So I think that's all I really have to share as far as this comparison video goes, but I would be so intrigued to hear your thoughts at just this first glance. What are you thinking about these 2 canvases? How do you think they're going to turn out, like, compared to one another? And does one of them immediately call your name more than the other does? I love this image. I'm excited to get to do it twice, even though we'll see. I don't want to burn out either. But please share your thoughts below. And be sure to check out the playlist for this series, for this epic adventure that I'm on. I'll have a playlist that has all the videos that relate to this project, including the unboxings and kitting up and whatnot. So feel free to follow along with that. And if this video was helpful for you, please consider leaving a thumbs up before you head on out of here. And of course, like I said, leave any questions, comments, snarky thoughts down in the comment section. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to see more diamond painting content. It's not all centered around this comparison. I share lots of other fun things as well, and would love to have you here. So I'm going to leave you with that, and we'll talk again soon. But I hope you have a really good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.